Well, it is a huge weekend for Mariners baseball as the franchise celebrates its 50th anniversary season. A lot of big names are back in town as the team celebrates its top 50 players of all time. And on that list, the great Mike Cameron, who joined us now. And Mike, it's awfully good to see you. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you guys for having me. I know this is going to be a special weekend for the great area, the Pacific Northwest area, and some of the old guys coming back to celebrate 50 years, man. Like, that is something special. You know, I guess when this organization or this franchise was created, I was literally 3 years old, and now I'm getting a chance to come back to celebrate 50 years of it, and that's a blessing in itself.
Yeah, you know what? You're one of the 50 greatest Mariners of all time. What does that mean to you?
I am just grateful, man, and blessed to have an opportunity to be a part of this great franchise for the longest time, and continue to be a part of it, and now to be able to come back and be recognized with some of the greatest players that we know in the game, and obviously generations of players to come back and get the opportunity to really celebrate, you know, just the organization in itself. You know, like there's been a lot of downside to this in these 50 years, but there were some great years and some great players that came through there. And I'm just happy to be mentioned in the same breath as some of these guys who spent a lot of time there.
Yeah, a lot of great moments as well, and you were part of a lot of them. I mean, Paul and I were doing our half-hour sports show back on Northwest Sports Tonight the night in Chicago, and you had the 4 home runs. There's going to be a lot of fun moments this week at T-Mobile Park, including a home run derby. When you think of home runs, you think of Mike Cameron, hammering Mike Cameron. So I know you're battling through an injury, but you're back. You're going to take some swings. What are you feeling like for this home run derby?
Well, I mean, for general health, I feel pretty good, now adding in a couple of minutes to try to swing and get some bat speed to hit a ball at the ballpark, it's going to be a challenge. I haven't been able to take many swings because I tried to heal my hand, but we'll see what happens. We all know that the guy who's trained for this since day one has been Ichiro Suzuki. So, there's going to be some other guys there to fill out the roster, but we kind of know who has the upper hand on this because he's there every single day.
Yeah, in uniform, stretching, taking fly balls, taking BP. I know there's going to be you, Bucky Jacobson. We had him on the show last week. He's excited about it. Ryan Rollins Smith will be taking part in it, a pitcher. But how impressive is what you see from Ichiro? I mean, he still looks like he can play.
The guy's a machine, man. That is his life, man. That guy he was one of those guys that were put here to teach the game, also show people how to play the game. And he's just he's a master at this craft when it comes to the work habit that he's continued to do. I wish I had some of that energy that he has, but I got grandkids and he has a dog. So it makes it a little bit challenging for me. And plus, I don't want to swing like that much anymore. I love being around the game when I get a chance to be around it. I'm actually watching my kid now. They're playing a day game in Buffalo right now. So I got the other screen going on over here. That's what I do a lot of times. And really, for me, just to get an opportunity to be a part of this, it's going to be just the camaraderie and understanding that we're old. I mean, we're not going to hit many home runs. Maybe some of the younger guys who just finished. I think like Ryan Healy. I think Healy, he's the closest to an ex-Major League player as far as years of, not being in there. But obviously Ichiro is the training man for this whole situation. So he'll definitely be tuned up for this. And hopefully, man, and it's going to be late too. So we're talking about after the game. So by that time, it's like 1:00 for me in Georgia. So yeah, definitely. So, it's going to be interesting to be able to see what these guys still have left in the tank. I'm athletic enough to get the bat on the ball. It's just creating enough bat speed to get a a ball or two over the fence. And if I don't hit any, then that's on me because, I'm trying to nurture this injury that I had in my hand. And if you don't have any hands and eyes and legs, you can't play this game anyway. So, fortunately, I got enough strength. It's just a matter, can I create enough bat speed to produce balls to go over the long left field fence.
Hey, let's stick with Ichiro and the fact that take us back to your playing days, because I believe at some point he took care of his bat in special ways in that clubhouse. He put it in, I don't know, a humidor or something like that and lock it up tight. Well, what were some of the tricks of the trade back then with those type of players, those Hall of Famers, the Griffies, taking care of their bats and making sure it was a top notch when they went to the plate?
Yeah, so when I got to Seattle, I got a chance to play with, obviously, I got traded for one of the greats, all-time greats there, but I got a chance to play with two other greats there, and Alex Rodriguez and Edgar Martinez. And they had the most special bats that you can get from Louisville at the time. And obviously, Edgar's a big Louisville and Rawlings guy, so I used a lot of his Rawlings bats because he used his Louisville bats. And what I noticed about their bats that was different than everybody else in the league, they had like triple lacquer on their bats. and I also, from playing against Griffey, I always knew that he had the triple lacquer dipped bats that did not dent or crack at all because they were rock solid. And fortunately enough, I got a chance on that day that I hit the 5 homers. I was able to use one of Edgar's Rawlings bats to place it in an exhibit into the Hall of Fame. So, I used to always use Edgar bats because I like the way his bats feel. They were equally balanced, and he was very meticulous about his bats. So, but the maestro of this whole thing of bats is definitely Ichiro. The guy took care of his equipment every day. His bats were special. They were in a special bag, a humidor, whatever he kept them in, a case. They were treated like royalty. And, that guy made sure everything was excellent, in excellent condition. He never slammed the bat. He never slammed the helmet. He never slammed his glove. He used to get on Boney all the time about slamming his glove, and it's like, the glove never do anything to you. You do something to the glove. Boney used to be pissed off. But yeah, like Ichiro was like the most contained maestro when it comes to his equipment, his body, everything. Fortunately, I had him as a locker mate for 3 to 4 years I was there, man, and I just watched this guy become a machine on a day-to-day basis.
I love the stories about Ichiro. You also mentioned Griffey there, Mike, and a lot of people know Griffey for his swing, you for your swing as well. You came to Seattle in that trade with Griffey. You took over in center field. What was it like for you playing that position Griffey played for so many years in Seattle in center field?
For me, it was so hard. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. It was a challenge mentally to get out of my own way, my own space, in my own head, to understand that, I'm not really here to replace King Griffey Jr. We're talking about, arguably at that time, the number 1 and number 2 player in the league. And, just fortunately for me, I had to fill that position. I had to literally just figure out the people around me were really good, so it helped me just kind of fall in line and allow me to play my game the way I'm capable of playing, and not try to go out and be a 55, 50, 60 homer bat, 40, 50, 60 homer bat. Although I possess some of the capabilities to hit 25, 30 from year to year, but I could run and I could catch the ball with anybody playing out there. And I did a lot of growing up and learn how to play a really good baseball.
You played for 8 different teams in your career, but in the end, you wanted to retire as a Mariner. Was that an easy choice for you?
By far, it's the easiest choice. Just the growth, of a young man and playing a game of baseball and having this franchise take me in and I be a part of that is really special in itself, man. So, I'm forever grateful. All the other teams were really good. Obviously, I played the longest or came up in the White Sox organization, but me getting a chance to venture out and go to Cincinnati for a year and be around some other guys and then get traded again to Seattle, man, was the best. I thought that I would for sure have been out there a lot longer than 4 years. It feels like it, seems like it, but it's only 4 years of my playing career there. And that is the best, man. It's been the best for me.
They love you here in Seattle. I know the fans are going to be excited to have you back. And these fans, it's been an interesting season, Mike. A lot of ups and downs. You know the highs and lows of baseball. Yeah. This is not an easy game. But to look at a player like Cal Raleigh, to see him hit so many home runs last year, to see him struggle this year, it's been tough, but how easy? I mean, a lot of people are saying if Julio and Cal can just get rolling, we're running out of time. Do you think that's possible that these two can find their way this late in the season?
I mean, you still, they still could have a good, 3, 4, 5 weeks run. The struggles that's been there for the season. Obviously, Cal being hurt a little bit, Julio being hurt a little bit, and then just trying to find themselves as players, as productive players, has been a challenge in itself. And, it would probably be a little easier to accept if the team was, winning a whole lot more. But these guys are so much a big part of the offense and the team in itself. And obviously, it's just not those two. It's got to be a total team effort in getting this done. But those are the feature guys in this lineup and on this team that can really turn it around because we've seen it before. So I think it's just it's been frustrating for the fan base, and I'm sure it's been frustrating for the players, and it's been frustrating for the organization because you have this talented pitching staff that goes out on a nightly basis and give you a chance to win, other than a few clunkers here and there. But for the most part, they've given the team a chance to win. It's now just coming down to executing as many times as you can.
If this team does find a way, I mean, you still have that pitching staff. That is so key, right, as you go into the postseason to have pitching like that.
No doubt about it. I mean, once you get in a tournament, anything is possible, and guys can muster up some magic. But you got to make sure you give yourself a chance, the best opportunity throughout this regular season, because it's going to be tough. It's imperative to play well as you possibly can down this stretch and hopefully keep everyone healthy enough to be able to give yourself an opportunity in this latter part of the season.
They got a huge test this weekend against the American League's best right now, Tampa Bay, in town for a 3-game set. So it'll be fun to watch. Much more fun to watch the celebratory event coming up this weekend. The Mariners celebrating 50 years of baseball. And Mike, you're part of it. One of the 50 greatest players in Mariners history. So we appreciate your time today and enjoy this great weekend ahead.
Thank you. Thank you.